Urban Rhino Tutorials. Today I'm going to show you how to change an animal so that it looks like a cartoon. A lot of times when I am creating character pictures, I may need to make the subject or one of the subjects in the photo look a little bit more cartoonish. So I'm going to show you just kind of a few little tips on how you can change it from looking very realistic to more cartoon-like. So I have a picture here. This is my little Alice in Wonderland. She's at her tea party. And I want to make this cat so he's going to be sitting on this chair here, and I'm going to change him to kind of a purpley fuchsia color. He's supposed to appear to be like the Cheshire Cat in Alice in Wonderland. And I'm going to make his eyes bigger, so just, like I said, more cartoonish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to begin by selecting him. So we're going to get him all selected here. And I'm not going to mess with like refining the edge and stuff right now. But we're going to move him over to here. He already fits pretty well. And there's a few things that I need to do. So I'm going to resize him just a tad, make him a little bit smaller. And I would end up eventually using some dodge and burn to make sure that he blends in well, especially some burn around the edges to create more of a shadow. I'll do a layer mask and brush that. Let me get here. So we're going to use a layer mask to brush off the areas that would be hidden because of the table or the arm of the chair. So we'll just kind of quickly do that. I'm not going to spend time in this tutorial refining all of this, but just to give you an idea of how he fits in there a little more. And we'll get a little bit of this arm taken out. Okay, just again kind of the basic. I would normally zoom in, make sure that everything fits here, fix where I want his tail to go, and all of that stuff. So for now, we'll just kind of fill that back in. You'll see when I get done with this, you'll see what the final image looks like. Okay, so roughly like that. But to focus on the cat, I'm going to duplicate the layer just because I want to have a fresh version. That way if I don't like the changes or whatever, I still have the original here. So working with that duplicated layer there, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the color. So I'm going to go to Adjustments, Hue, Saturation, and I'm going to turn this little kitty to kind of a purpley pink. I'm going to raise the saturation because it is a cartoon. We want it to be very vibrant. So like that. And then what I'm also going to do is, because I've created that kind of blank layer, I'm going to brush off the purple of the eyes because I want the eyes to remain yellow. So on the layer mask, I'm just going to brush those off. Oh, I was like, where's my eye? I had the layer turned off. Just like this. So we've still got the yellow of the eyes showing through. And then from here, I'm going to go ahead and merge these two and duplicate it again. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do two things. I'm going to liquefy the eyes, make them much bigger, I'm also going to go into the camera raw filter, which I'm going to do right now, and make these eyes more yellow so that they really stand out. So let's go to an adjustment brush. I'm going to go over to raise the kind of yellow, exposure, clarity. We want the saturation really high. And just kind of go over these. So they're going to look almost like they're glowing. If you've ever seen the movie, that cat's eyes are very, very, very bright. So I'm going to raise the saturation more than what you would think because he's far away in the picture. I really want them to stand out. The blacks I'm going to lower so that they are prominent as well. The other adjustment I'm going to do is a little bit on the nose. So I'm going to do a new adjustment brush. I'm going to go over this. This is not the color I'm going to do. And I'm getting a little out of the lines there. I'm going to erase a little bit here. Kind of like this. Okay, and I'm going to actually darken that some. I'm going to darken it, and I want the color to be still kind of a pink. Clarity I'm not concerned about. Blacks, we will keep the blacks a little bit. So all I'm doing is taking, you know, a realistic looking cat, making things look not realistic, so that, you know, again, it looks more fun, more cartoonish. Okay, I think we're good there. So I'm going to hit OK. So you can see how much those pop now. Again, I would do some dodge and burn on the cat to make him stand out a little bit more. But obviously now we've got this cat that looks like a cartoon. So the last thing I want to do is I'm always just duplicating my layers. I like to have a fresh layer to work with, like I said, in case I don't like what I did, and I like to see the before and after. So working with the new layer, I'm going to go into the liquify, and I'm going to use what's called the Bloat Tool here, which I really like, which is right here, and I'm going to hover over the eyes, maybe, trying to get the size not that big, make it smaller. Let's see. Bloat. Oh, my brush is so big for whatever reason. There we go. It's like, where are you hiding? Okay, so when you use the bloat tool, the purpose is for it to enlarge something and kind of give it like a fisheye effect, where it just makes everything just larger. So when you use this, you kind of have to experiment with how much you want it to use that effect, depending on whether you wanted it to be very strong or if you want to do a little bit at a time. You can kind of mess with these here. So you can see that's a little less than what I just did a second ago. So the density and the rate are going to affect that. So I'm just hovering over each eye and I'm giving them a couple clicks. I'm going to do it one more time on each and one more. I'm going to redo this one. If you're not careful where you hover over, they might not look very symmetrical, or the eye might look like the pupil might be out of place. So let me try one more. Let me get it in the right spot. Okay, so again, oversized eyes, you know, are definitely a very common characteristic of a cartoon. So that's why I added those. So that this is before and this is the after of those eyes. So when I zoom out, you can see you've got the little kitty sitting there. Again, I would do some dodge and burn and work with it. You know, I could potentially add stripes onto him like he is in the movie if I wanted. You know, his tail is on top of her right now, so I would get rid of that and refine all these edges and stuff. So, but that should give you kind of the gist of a few tips on how to change an animal in particular into a cartoon. So thanks for watching this tutorial, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you stay connected with Urban Rhino on social media. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment below, and of course, subscribe to our channel.